Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're unpacking the absolute perfect pathway to launch your career in the skilled trades. You know, if you've ever looked at a massive construction site or maybe a newly wired commercial building and thought, man, I want to do that, well, you're in the exact right place. The demand for skilled tradespeople is completely soaring right now, and the electrical trade in particular offers this really unique blend of physical, hands-on work mixed with complex problem solving. But getting your foot in the door, yeah, that can sometimes feel a bit mysterious. So today, we're going to look closely at the Construction Electrician Foundation program and see exactly how it takes absolute novices and turns them into highly sought-after, job-ready apprentices. Let's get into it.
So let's talk about the elephant in the room. Do you want to break into the electrical trades, but you're stuck because you don't have an employer sponsor or any prior experience? This is the classic catch-22 for literally thousands of aspiring electricians. You send out resumes, you make the phone calls, and the feedback is always the exact same. You need experience to get hired. But you need someone to hire you to get that experience, right? For a lot of really capable people, it feels like an impossible barrier. They've got the drive, they've got the work ethic, but they just can't get that crucial first chance. But as we're going to see today, there is actually a very deliberate, structured way to just bypass this hurdle entirely.
So, here's our roadmap for today. 1. Sparking your electrician career. 2. Do you meet admission requirements? 3. Inside the foundation program. 4. Mastering the electrical trade. And finally, 5. Certifications and career payoffs. All right, jumping right into Section 1, Sparking your electrician career. Okay, so the Construction Electrician Foundation program is essentially the ultimate workaround for that catch-22 we just talked about. It acts as this deliberate bridge for adults who don't have work experience or a sponsor yet. Think about it from the perspective of a busy electrical contractor. Their foremen are slammed, and they frankly just don't have the time to teach a brand new hire how to identify basic tools, let alone how to safely walk onto a hazardous job site. This program gives you the exact knowledge and skills you need to walk onto a site as a productive apprentice on day one. You don't need to know someone in the industry to get started. You just need to step into the classroom and commit. And this whole transformation, it takes place at Vancouver Career College. They deliver this comprehensive curriculum, giving you direct access to the specialized environments you're going to need. Because let's be real, you aren't just going to sit in a traditional lecture hall reading textbooks about electricity. You're actually getting into the lab and shop environments required to take you from a complete beginner to a confident entry-level pro. Having that dedicated space where you can safely make mistakes, ask questions, and really practice your craft is absolutely vital for a hands-on career like this.
Moving on to Section 2, Do you meet admission requirements? Let's see what it takes to get in.
There are two totally distinct routes to get started here. The first is the high school graduate route. Pretty straightforward. You just need proof of graduation, the equivalent, or at least 1 year of post-secondary completion. But if that's not your background, don't worry, because the mature student route is incredibly accessible. If you're 19 or older when classes start, you simply need to pass the college's trades admission exam with a score of 52%. And honestly, that 52% isn't about setting some low bar. It's just about validating that you have the baseline mechanical aptitude and the math skills to actually succeed. It doesn't hold you back just because you've been out of school for a few years. It's all about recognizing your raw potential.
Building on that theme of accessibility, let's quickly look at communication. Because technical training requires really strong communication, you do need to prove English language proficiency. On a noisy, busy job site, clear communication isn't just about passing a test, it's literally a matter of critical safety and coordinating with other trades like plumbers and framers. So whether you bring an IELTS score of 5.5, a TOEFL of 46, or even a Duolingo score of 95, the admissions process is super accommodating for diverse applicants who are ready to put in the work.
All right, Section 3, Inside the Foundation Program. Let's look at what you'll actually be doing.
Okay, I'm going to hit you with a big number right up front. 37.5 full-time weeks. This isn't some quick weekend seminar or a fast-track online certificate. This is a focused, highly dedicated blog of your life. It's a cohort-based schedule, so you're typically looking at Monday through Friday, 4 hours a day on campus for instruction, plus plenty of self-study and lab time. Going through this together for almost 9 months means you are learning alongside the exact same group of people day in and day out, which is awesome because you're effectively building your very first professional network in the industry before you even cross the graduation stage. And to really wrap your head around the density of this training, those 37.5 weeks translate into 750 total program hours. That just shows you the incredible depth and efficiency of the program. Every single one of those 750 hours is mapped out to build up your competency.
This is definitely not passive listening. It's active, continuous, hands-on learning designed to make you completely ready, confident, and above all safe for a real-world job site.
So how do those 750 hours actually break down? Well, it's very strategic. You start with introductory courses, which give you crucial student success strategies and essential skills. Basically, if you haven't been in a classroom for a while, this gives you the math refreshers and study habits you need so you don't feel overwhelmed. From there, you move into foundation courses, stuff like applied math, tool usage, rigging, and safety. And then, the real meat of the program is the heavy-duty Electrician Level 1 courses. That's where you tackle electrical circuits, the Canadian Electrical Code, electromagnetism, the whole shebang. It's just a beautifully logical progression from the raw fundamentals right up to complex theory.
Section 4, Mastering the Electrical Trade. Let's talk about the hard skills. Now, safety in this program isn't just reading a boring textbook chapter. You actually earn 5 distinct industry-recognized certifications while you're in school. We're talking Occupational First Aid Level 1, Aerial Work Platform, and Fall Protection. You also knock out WHMIS 2015, which is the national standard for dealing with hazardous materials, and finally, Applied Safe Work Practices. This covers absolutely critical life-saving stuff like lockout/tagout procedures. If you don't know, lockout/tagout is where you literally isolate energy sources with physical padlocks to make sure a circuit can't be accidentally turned on while you're working on it. So you aren't just learning how to be safe, you're collecting these golden employability tickets. Employers absolutely love this because it saves them so much time and money when they hire you.
And here is where the theory actually meets the practice. You're going to take some really complex ideas, like measuring ampacity, which is the maximum current a wire can handle without getting too hot, or calculating line drop, which is how voltage naturally decreases over a long distance. You take those concepts, pair them with the strict rules of the Canadian Electrical Code, and apply them directly in the lab. You'll build mechanical aptitude by constructing wood frame mock-ups, connecting real DC and AC circuits, and bending EMD conduit. That's the rigid metal tubing used to protect wiring in commercial buildings. You are quite literally building the physical muscle memory required to be a pro.
Finally, Section 5, Certifications and Career Payoffs, the light at the end of the tunnel.
To actually transform from a student to a recognized graduate, you've got 3 clear hurdles to clear. First, you've got to achieve a 70% overall average in your on-campus courses. Second, you have to complete all those industry-certified safety courses we just talked about. And third, the big one, you must pass the Skilled Trades BC standardized written exam for Level 1, also with a minimum of 70%. That provincial exam is absolutely crucial because it's the universal standard out there. Hit those 3 targets and boom, you earn your highly respected Construction Electrician Foundation Certificate.
So, why does all this matter? Well, let me read you a direct quote from the program outline about your prospects. It says, graduates of the Construction Electrician Foundation Program are able to find employment as electrician apprentices, employed by electrical contractors, general contractors, and maintenance departments. And I love this because it just highlights the massive variety of work out there. You're being trained to lay out, assemble, install, test, and troubleshoot wiring across residential, commercial, and institutional projects. Whether you want to wire up brand new skyscrapers, beautiful custom homes, or maintain huge industrial facilities, the demand is absolutely everywhere, and this program molds you to fit right in.
Which brings us to the massive head start you get. This right here is the ultimate payoff for those 750 hours. When you graduate, you don't start your apprenticeship from square one. You officially earn credit for your entire Level 1 technical training. And you are instantly credited with 350 work-based training hours toward your apprenticeship. Just to put that into perspective for a second, 350 hours is nearly 9 weeks of full-time, on-the-job work already credited to your name before you even clock in for your very first day. It's a real game changer. You completely bypass that initial catch-22, proving to employers you already have the knowledge, the safety tickets, and the hands-on practice. You start miles ahead of the competition.
So, there you have it. You now have the complete map to bypass the hardest barrier in the skilled trades. We've looked at the dedication required, the essential safety and mechanical skills you'll be mastering in the lab, and that incredible jumpstart waiting for you at the finish line of the Construction Electrician Foundation program. So the only question left for you is, are you ready to flip the switch on your new career?